It says that live stream has begun.
मिस आप म्यूट पे हो.
You are still on mute.
It gives me great pride and privilege to be here tonight on Secrets of Living a Full Life. As you know, every Wednesday we tune in at 8:30 p.m. to bring to you great personalities from various fields and also have various discussions on topics that are related to secrets of living a full life. So it's my great privilege to invite Mr. Rajesh Awasthi, who is
Thank
here
you.
today. And he's a wonderful soul. So when I start my introduction about him, I would love to speak about him on a personal front, where I met him a year back, and the kind of genuine person that he is, a pure soul that he is, and what is common between both of us is we still have our child within us alive. Is it not?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's why I'm a great fan of his as well. So from the pictures or from the on the thumbnail, you must have realized, like, how we are crazy about life and would like to live life to the fullest. So Rajesh is a civil engineer, a Vastu consultant, an astrologer, a Reiki grandmaster, and a dowser. Many of you might not know what is a dowser, so I think later on sir will enlighten us with what it means. He is also the founder of Sparsh Vastu Center for Research and Innovation. In 2003, he was introduced to Vastu by inviting one Vastu expert to his house to find the solutions. And later on, he followed suit. And how exactly it happened, he will share it with us shortly. He had learned a lot about Vastu later on, and to his credit, today he has more than 100 case studies, which include various factories, hospitals, offices, bungalows, homes, and plots. And the journey he feels has just begun. He has exceptional listening skills and is planning to write a book on the same subject in which he's an expert, that is Vastu. So, without further ado, let me welcome Rajesh Awasthi onto our show. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Biji. And it is such an honor to be with all of you today and to be able to share a little bit of what I know of Vastu Shastra. And as I know of you, Biji, you yourself are a great person. And I have seen you, you are a happiness persona. And if I would go one step ahead, I would say a bliss persona. You are always in
Yes,
bliss.
I am always blessed.
And not blessed, I'm saying bliss, always in bliss.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
Yeah.
when I have to describe or define bliss, I say that bliss is the joy which has no reason to be happy. You're just happy for being sake of happy. And that
Yes.
really inspires me, and it is contagious also. So when I'm with you, like that joy starts bubbling in me also, and both of us, started behaving like small kids and have that fun. And it is an honor when you said that you are my friend, and I relate to you on a personal level rather than professional capacity. So thank you so much for that also. And I have a habit of speaking little faster. So if you find, you can just remind me, keep thoda
No, I
slow.
think the pace is quite fine.
Right now the pace is quite fine. Yes. So really great. And you spoke a lot about me, and I just want to give a little bit of background. So in 2000, before 2003, I have never heard of Vastu. And my first exposure with Vastu was this person, a consultant, who used to consult in our company. And, people were sort of like in awe of him. He does something and then money starts coming in. And I had purchased a new house. And I said, let me, invite him. So it was the Dhuleti day. So I went to fetch him at Jogeshwari. I took my car. उसको लेके आए हम साथ में, and he saw the house, and you're on mute.
But 8 minutes. I just wanted to know, you just thought of a Vastu Shastra just like that? Yeah,
No,
you
I
had
said
done some
no,
research and asked somebody.
nothing, absolutely zero. So this person who was consulting in my office professionally, and somehow I said, let him come and see my house. So he came and he did something. He told me couple of he actually, I had bought a one bedroom house at that time. And when he came to my house, he said that, Rajesh, this is not the house for you. You should go to a bigger house. So he planted that seed that day for me to move into a bigger house. And within 9 months, I had booked another house, which was a two bedroom house where I'm sitting right now. And when I
Wow,
come
9 months.
within 9 months, yes.
क्या बात है.
And when now I come to think of it, I realize that if he would not have said that, I don't know whether I would have thought of, okay, chalo naye ghar mein jate hain, bade ghar mein jate hain. So that's it. And when he left, I really felt like मुझे इसके जैसा बनना है. And that was the first time I had a feeling कि नहीं, कुछ अलग, कि कैसा बनना है. नहीं तो जिंदगी अच्छी चल रही थी, पैसा भी अच्छा आ रहा था. And then after 4 years, I realized uh, through the boons of our technology and social media, I came to know about this person who teaches that pyramid Vastu in
Uh-huh.
Baroda. And I learned that. I started practicing that.
1 minute. Pyramid Vastu is different from the other Vastu. I don't know. How can you differentiate? I mean, there are different Vastus.
There are no different Vastus. There is only one Vastu. But it's like, that elephant and the four blind men story.
Uh-huh.
So people approach Vastu from different angles,
Mm,
and they practice that for, now it has become, rather than a skill, like it has become a means to, manage your life.
correct.
Yes. So I learned
So,
that.
what exactly is Vastu Shastra?
Vastu Shastra, very good question. And thank you to begin with that question. So Vastu Shastra is a study of the dynamics of the strength of different directions in any given place, be it your home, office, or factory, or hospital, whatever. So if you see our houses right now, we don't have control on the directions when we plan our house or we plan to buy a house. So houses are, sometimes they are north, south direction, they are longer. If they are north, south, longer, east, west, they become the smaller directions. So having those direction in a particular dynamic has a certain effect. So if I in say Hindi, हिंदी में हम घर को कहते हैं भवन,
Hmm.
है ना. और भवन की पुत्री जो है, बेटी है, उसको कहते हैं भावना. So bhavna is how we express it, emotions. So
Oh,
they have established that the kind of house we live in, those are the kind, they will evoke certain emotions in the people living in those houses. And
oh,
those emotions govern our lifestyle. And Vastu is a science through which we can interfere and we can modify, or we can, manage those emotions of the house for a better quality of living. That is
wow.
we called Vastu Shastra.
I never knew that. I mean, the house can influence the emotion of the people staying in the house. That's what you said, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
So if you,
how does the house? I mean, what we think, what we act, and what we feel depends on us. No, how can the house influence it?
good. So all the different directions like north, east, south, and west, as per Vastu,
Huh.
they have certain attributes.
Okay.
So north gives us opportunity, north gives us good career, north gives us growth, south gives us relaxation and fame.
Hmm.
Now, how this science was discovered or these attributes got attached to the Vastu science is, it's a 10-12,000 year old science, and there was no documentation. So people basically, they did meditation, and meditation में they got experiences, and the science got evolved. One theory is कि हम जो कहते हैं कि सप्तऋषि थे,
हाँ,
तो सप्तऋषि जो थे वो शायद कहीं और किसी और प्लेनेट से, some evolved place, they brought this knowledge and gifted this knowledge to earth.
1 minute. So the audience might be wondering, okay, how is it possible that we can get the downloads of information in meditation? So एक होता है हमारी बुद्धि और एक होता है सिद्धि, right? So
Yes,
the intuitive wisdom is what you're trying to say.
yes,
So
yes.
जो intuitive मेमोरी है, या जो जो चीजें हमारे दिमाग में, ब्रेन में भरे हुए हैं, that is in our subconscious for lifetimes.
Not just this lifetimes after lifetimes, I would say.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
But how do we put this forward to somebody who don't believe in lifetimes? So it is a science, of course, but then how do you explain it to them?
We actually don't need to explain it to them.
Okay.
The current times are such that when we buy a car, we look at the feature and we just sit on the steering wheel, take a test drive, and then finalize which car we want to buy.
Correct.
But this is the occult science. And when the matter of occult science comes, somehow, because we have been taught from our childhood कि विज्ञान होना चाहिए और gravity का है और Newton laws है. So we want to understand the laws, how they work, because this can't be seen nor this can't be explained, but they can very well be experienced. So when
Okay.
people tell me that I don't believe in Vastu, I say that I say I would like to add that it is not that you don't believe in Vastu, you don't know about Vastu.
Yeah, actually.
है ना?
So frankly speaking, even I did not believe in Vastu.
I can get that
I,
completely.
I did not believe in Vastu, but then I started believing in tarot
Okay.
because there was some urgent decision to be made, and I knew this tarot card reader who was constantly behind me to say, "Madam, आप एक reading करो," and she was learning it. She wanted students, to practice on.
Right.
So I gave her as a matter of help. But then when I saw that every reading was turning out to be perfect, I became curious.
Right.
And then I realized how the science of energy works.
Very
And then
true.
I got introduced into it, and now I'm still not convinced about Vastu, but at least, I am receptive to knowing more about it.
Very true.
So I think that is what I'm trying to give to the audience. All of you, those who are watching, I'm going to put Rajesh sir's phone number in the chat, and or on the comments, and you can connect to him and know more about this later on whenever you require. So all the audiences out there, thank you for watching again and again, and I am so sorry that even today I could not start on time, and many times it has been happening now, but of course I am glad that I could at least catch up at 9 o'clock. So ये हमारे साथ होने वाला है because I am wanted in many places at the same time. So I am somehow trying to struggle and reach there, but definitely I will try to maintain being there at 8:30 p.m. every Wednesday at my channel Vijay Tushar. So stay tuned for more. So राजेश सर, ये वास्तु के बारे में आपने जो बोला, आई एम अगेन क्यूरियस टू नो. जैसे आपने बोला डायरेक्शंस का एक फ्लो होता है, मतलब एक
Attribute होता है. Attribute.
एट्रीब्यूट होता है,
Yes.
तो
Yes.
वो एट्रीब्यूट्स हमारे इमोशंस को कैसे इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं?
Very good. Very nice questions. So, the basically, I'll tell you the attributes, different attributes. So, in the east northeast, there is there are 32 devtas residing on the periphery of the house. ठीक है?
Okay.
And northeast is the one zone where we consider that it is very pious zone and we should have a mandir there or puja there.
Northeast.
Northeast. है ना?
Okay.
So northeast में there is one devta called Shikhi.
Called?
शिखी शिखा बोलते हैं ना, चोटी.
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
है ना?
शिकी.
तो शिखी करके देवता है. दैट एनर्जी, इट्स बेसिकली इन एनर्जी फील्ड, बट इन आवर एंशिएंट साइंसेस दे आर कॉल्ड देवतास.
Okay.
है ना?
So as per science, it's an energy field.
as it's an energy field. Yes.
Okay.
And people can experience that. And when you sit in the field of Shikhi for meditation, it gives you ideas. Shikhi means that idea.
Oh, great. And
And
that is northeast.
that is northeast. Next to it, there is a devata called Parjanya. So Parjanya is in Hindi. If we translate, it is the rainy season, the barish.
Okay.
So monsoon brings happiness.
Wow.
Monsoon brings new fasal जो बोलते हैं ना, new crop,
Ah, harvest.
a new harvest. हाँ? So if you are sitting or sleeping in the zone of Parjanya, you will naturally that the attribute of that energy field is happiness.
So should the bed be placed in the northeast?
Not northeast, but east northeast is a good zone to sleep.
Okay.
But unfortunately, in our current times, we have very small homes.
Yeah.
We don't have choice where we want our bedroom.
Ah.
And so what we can do is we can maximize the potential of the house. कि किस कमरे में सोना सोना तो सर किस तरफ रखना. So there is a zone of anxiety between east and southeast. So if there is this zone of, if you are sleeping in anxiety, you will start overthinking. And if you spend a lot of time there, you will be anxious. Exactly
Oh,
opposite to that, between west and northwest, there is a zone for emotions.
okay.
So if that zone is bigger in the house and not balanced, then a person can, become overwhelmed with emotion, will not be able to manage his or her emotion,
Hmm.
and can, it can lead to depression and ultimately addiction also.
So if we do the Vastu Shastra of a person who's suffering from depression, can it be of some help to him?
100%. And
Oh, this is news.
and when I do Vastu, it's not about, I talk to the person, we see what are the problems in his homes are, and we can actually see the symptoms of that person and the design of the house matching. So we can identify, diagnose like a doctor, the root cause of the problem, from which direction there is a problem. And if we manage that direction, that problem can be solved. So,
Wonderful, wonderful.
so when I tell people, when people say that whether Vastu works, I say if the problem is because of the Vastu, then Vastu can
Work.
work, will work
Yeah,
there. So
yeah,
diagnosis is very important.
correct.
And that is where, when you say that whether pyramid Vastu work, or there are different people working different modalities of Vastu,
Mm,
many of them do not work on the modalities of the Vastu, like, sorry, diagnosis of the Vastu.
mm.
And that is what makes the difference.
I think Tanush has a question, right? You raised your hand.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, so I just wanted to ask, like many people have this preconceived notion when monsoon season comes that it's a time of like a sad period of time. Like people like connect rainy season to sadness. So like if someone's already having that thought behind that, like if they don't like the season, for example, then how do you say that the person is feeling happy during the season? Like you said, people usually feel happier during the season. But what if you just don't like monsoon season? Then what?
First of all, it's a great observation, Tanush. You know that during monsoon, people experience this. Second, monsoon is, in our ancient science, monsoon is related to a time of period where you can go within.
Mm,
So if you go to earlier times when it used to rain, people won't travel because rivers are overflowing. There were no bridges, there were no cars, like modern times. So people would stay and spend time 4 months at one place. That was the significance of monsoon. And when it is raining outside, there is nothing to do at home. So they encourage ki you go within. So you are looking at outside, the rain is falling and the greenery has blossomed. Everywhere you see it green. You will find that naturally your focus will go within.
mm.
And in current times, we are so addicted to our outside focus. Like our senses, we want to see something continuously, and we want our intellect to be stimulated all the time. I
Yes.
think that is the correct sentence. We want our intellect to be stimulated all the time. तो बुक खोल के तो नहीं पढ़ते, पर फेसबुक पे और इंस्टाग्राम पे हम कुछ ना कुछ नॉलेज को
So I think, Tanush, you need to change your perspective towards rainy season now and consider it to be a time of introspection and, dwelling into the inner journey. Maybe you will come up with some
I
insights.
remember, Viji, I just
Yeah.
interrupting you. I never used to carry an umbrella when I was in college or school.
Uh,
And it was a 10 minutes walk, from station to home. तो बारिश होती थी तो खुशी खुशी भीग के जाता था घर पे।
yes, yes.
अभी बारिश होती है तो पहले मोबाइल संभालते हैं कि मोबाइल गीला हो जाए।
I remember I still don't carry an umbrella. I still
Absolutely.
don't carry an umbrella, and if it is an important meeting that I have to go to, I will say the rain is just going to stop when I will be walking, and that actually happens.
That actually happens. Yes.
And I remember a time when I was in Kapila Kandwala College for my B.Ed, and one day it was raining very heavily. So we went to the college, and then the college declared a holiday. So we said, let's walk back and let's just enjoy the rain. So I remember from Santa Cruz, where Kapila Kandwala is, from there till the station, we were just singing and, walking along the road. And it was such a beautiful day. Like, we were entirely wet, but we were just singing in the rain because कौन है criticize करने के लिए, कोई तो है नहीं,
कोई तो
रोड पे
है
तो
नहीं।
कोई इंसान है नहीं, तो हम लोग मजे करके enjoy करके, like, singing and dancing on the road. So I still remember that. So actually rains are really beautiful, and especially if you have your loved ones. So Tanush has yet to come to that stage. Then he will say बारिश में ही बाहर जाना चाहिए. Yes, Usha has a question. Yes, Usha. Why don't you
So,
come on to
so,
the
so
video?
before Usha can ask, Tanush, you want to add something or to what we said?
No, not really. I just wanted to ask that question, and it made me think about how I've been looking at like monsoon season, like not in the way I should be. So that was nice.
But did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Great, thanks. Yes,
Thank
Usha
you.
ji.
So we will take Usha ji. Yes, Usha.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, very
Absolutely.
much.
Yes. Yeah, I also like monsoon, but from June to August only, not the whole year.
Ah,
My question is, uh, can was can Vastu bring stability in thoughts? I mean, emotional strength. Or one more question later on, or I ask.
No, no, wait. You ask one
Yeah,
question, let him answer, then you ask the other.
yeah, okay.
Yes,
so
Rajesh ji.
first, if you don't like rains or all the year around, you should not go to London. Or for that sake, you cannot go to Manali also. It rains every day there.
No,
Second,
hill station pe okay, but in Mumbai only seasonable.
right. And your second question was emotions,
Yes.
right? Emotional strength, you said.
Can Vastu bring emotional
Emotional
strength?
strength.
100%. So Vastu can bring emotion. See, one thing is you can have emotional strength when you have your loved ones together. When your family is together. So the zone for the family is southwest zone. So if there is a rift in the family, छोटे मोटे झगड़े हो रहे हैं, बहस ज्यादा हो रही है, मतलब that oneness is not there in the family,
Hmm.
there can be some disturbing element in the direction of southwest. ठीक है?
Hmm.
और वो डिस्टरबेंस अगर वहां से हटा देंगे या उसको मैनेज कर लेंगे तो आपके लाइफ में स्टेबिलिटी भी आ जाएगी, स्टेबिलिटी आ जाएगी तो प्रेम बढ़ेगा तो इमोशनल पावर भी फील होगा।
Sir, disturbance का मतलब क्या है? What exactly do you mean by disturbance?
इन फैमिली
No, no, you said
disturbance
no,
in the
there is a
zone.
disturbance
Yes,
in the
yes. So
southwest.
southwest is the zone of earth element. So there are five elements through which the universe is made. That is what we say. So
Yeah.
water is there, air is there, fire, earth, and space. And
Correct.
southwest is the earth element zone. तो अर्थ एलिमेंट में अगर एयर एलिमेंट है, ग्रीनरी है, ग्रीन पेड़ पौधे वहां पे लगा के रखे हैं, तो पौधे कैसे जमीन को, वो बीज डालो जमीन में तो उसको जमीन को फाड़ के, पत्थर को फाड़ के वो पौधा बाहर आ जाता है।
करेक्ट।
तो अर्थ एलिमेंट के अंदर अगर वहां पे ग्रीनरी पड़ी है तो वो जो स्टेबिलिटी है जो अर्थ हमको देना चाहती है उसको डिस्टर्ब, मतलब उसको कम करेगा वो। एक
So
सेकेंड,
you, 1 minute. So you mean to say if there are pots or plants that are kept in the southwest direction, they
yes,
create, they become a disturbance.
they can create a disharmony in the family,
Oh,
है ना?
अभी चेक करना पड़ेगा अपना साउथ वेस्ट कौन सा है।
और
पॉट्स
if there
वहां
is
रखे
a,
हैं क्या?
I'll give you an example again, one more. If there are blue curtains or if there is a bedroom and blue bedsheet in the southwest direction, तो blue color represents water element. तो जैसे उषा जी ने बोला कि बारिश पूरे साल भर पसंद नहीं है, क्यों? क्योंकि कीचड़ हो जाता है ना? तो जमीन पे कीचड़ है, राइट? सो इफ द अर्थ इज मडी एंड स्लिपरी, यू हैव टू वॉक केयरफुली। तो साउथ वेस्ट में अगर ब्लू कलर है तो भी यू विल वॉक, वो रिश्तों में बहुत संभाल संभाल के आदमी चलना शुरू करेगा। ऐसे सर्कमस्टेंसेस घर में क्रिएट हो सकते हैं।
यानी ब्लू कलर का बेडशीट होगा तो भी
इन साउथ वेस्ट,
इन साउथ वेस्ट
इन
एरिया।
कर्टन भी होगा तो भी। एंड थर्ड थिंग इज फायर। तो अगर रेड कलर है तो आर्ग्यूमेंट्स, हीटेड आर्ग्यूमेंट्स हो सकते हैं। इफ इन साउथ वेस्ट देयर इज रेड कलर देन हीट। सो दिस इज बेसिकली हाउ आई सी इट, दैट रिलेशनशिप में वहां पे एयर एलिमेंट है, झगड़े हो रहे हैं, या फायर एलिमेंट है, हीटेड आर्ग्यूमेंट, बहुत मतलब अलग होने की बात है, लड़ाई झगड़े तक बात जा रही है, या लोग एकदम संभल संभल के चलते हैं। बहुत सारे घरों में ऐसा होता कि हस्बैंड जब ऑफिस से घर आने का टाइम होता तो बच्चे सब सहम जाते, बीवियां सहम जाती, क्योंकि वो अपना टेम्पर लेके आते घर
अभी
पे।
भूचाल आएगा।
आई वॉज वन ऑफ देम, सो आई कैन
Oh
स्पीक
God.
फ्रॉम माई एक्सपीरियंस।
तो आपके घर में चेंज कर दिया तो आपका स्वभाव बदल दिया।
Yes, I strengthened the fire zone in my house.
Wonderful.
So that had made both created a wonderful impact, change in my life.
Superb.
So there are various ways we can. मेरे साउथ वेस्ट में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, but fire zone was not enough strong, so I made that strong enough.
Okay. So Usha, I think your question is answered. Yeah. Okay. And
I just wanted to ask something. Oh, sorry for
yes,
interrupting
yes,
this.
yes, Tanush. 1 minute. I'll just take you on. Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask, if you want to improve your physical health in the house, what would you need to change, like as such, like in the atmosphere of the house?
Physical health में अगर improvement करना है, so what do you mean? Can you be more specific? Is it about you
So
or someone else?
if, for example, the family members are getting sick often,
Okay,
and not often as in a lot, but like it should not be happening as much as it is.
right.
So how do you decrease that, for example?
Yes. So the zone for health is towards the north direction, and it is the zone for health and immunity. So this zone falls between north and northeast, north और northeast के बीच में, है ना? So north is 0 degree, northeast is 45 degree. तो उसके बीच में 22.5 डिग्री के 10 डिग्री लेफ्ट और 10 डिग्री राइट के जोन में अगर कुछ इम्बैलेंस है, टॉयलेट है, या वो जोन छोटा है या ज़्यादा बड़ा है, वहाँ पे अगर वॉशिंग मशीन या मिक्सर ग्राइंडर रखा हुआ है, तो आप जैसे बोल रहे हो वैसे इश्यूज आते हैं कि छोटी मोटी बीमारियां घर में आती रहती है, जितनी नहीं होनी चाहिए पर वो होती रहती है। सो नॉर्थ इज द वन डायरेक्शन यू कैन हैव अ लुक एट दैट।
But how
बट
does mixer and washing machine block the energy?
दे
मतलब
डोंट ब्लॉक, so one of the next science in next rule what we see is what are the utilities in the house or what are the activities in the house. सो अभी आप 2 बेडरूम के घर में रहते हो तो 2 टॉयलेट तो मिनिमम होंगे, 3 बेडरूम के घर में 4 टॉयलेट तक होते हैं. सो इफ द टॉयलेट इज इन द जोन ऑफ से नॉर्थ नॉर्थ ईस्ट, द जोन ऑफ हेल्थ एंड इम्यूनिटी बाय चांस, तो टॉयलेट क्या करता है, डिस्पोजल का काम करता है. टॉयलेट इज अ डिस्पोजल यूटिलिटी. तो वो
करेक्ट.
जिस जोन में होगा उस जोन की जो एनर्जी फील्ड है उसको वो डिस्पोज ऑफ करते रहेगा.
Hmm.
तो नॉर्थ नॉर्थ, जिन घर में टॉयलेट अगर नॉर्थ नॉर्थ ईस्ट में है तो उसमें हेल्थ के इश्यूज आ सकते हैं. नॉर्थ में है तो अपॉर्चुनिटी और ग्रोथ को लेके डिससेटिस्फैक्शन होगा. ईस्ट गिव्स अस कनेक्टिविटी विद द वर्ल्ड एंड नेटवर्किंग. So they will
Hmm.
not be effective networkers if the toilet is in the east.
East.
So when it comes to mixer grinder is an activity of churning. We churn things, and crush it. And when we churn and crush it, we get a what
Pulp.
you call final result, something else, what we
Pulp.
design.
Hmm.
So that zone for that activity is actually between east and southeast, which is the
Hmm.
zone of manthan. So in our being, what we churn is we churn knowledge, we churn thoughts, है ना. तो अगर वो ज्यादा भी चर्निंग करेंगे तो ओवर थिंकिंग हो जाता
Hmm.
है ना. सो इफ दैट जोन बड़ा है तो आदमी ओवर थिंकिंग हो सकता है. या कुछ लोग आपको ऐसे भी मिलेंगे जो बोलते हैं कि मैं कुछ सोचता नहीं, मैं तो कर देता हूँ, जो होगा देखा जाएगा.
Hmm.
ऐसे लोगों के घरों में वो साउथ साउथ ईस्ट का जो जोन है चर्निंग
Hmm.
का, वो छोटा होता है.
Hmm.
As a Vastu remedy, we can keep a mixer grinder in that zone to bring balance to that zone, so we can, our contemplation, our thinking is balanced, and whatever we think or whatever we study, we get something, best out of it, which we can actually use it in our life.
Hmm. So Rajesh, what I'm feeling is like, we are unaware of this great science, and we are just struggling so much to get things right and set things properly, and get our emotions and everything in order without understanding that there is a remedy for it.
Absolutely. You were very well
Yes.
put it, actually. Give
Yeah.
it to me in writing.
Of course, I will do that. So, instead of struggling so much, when you know that there is a science, why not use it? See, the moment you get information, all your problems and you will get solutions to your problems. So, when such kind of things are available, why not use it? Like when I do my assessments, to know which is the right option for you, at that time we have this scientific assessments that are there. And many times people say, अरे हमको नहीं करने का, ये तो सब मालूम पड़ रहा है, मैं तो डॉक्टर ही बनने वाला हूँ. But there are assessments, there are proofs by which we can say whether you should go into medical line or you should go into some other line.
Absolutely.
So people are using these kind of assessments, and I think as we grow and evolve, and we access various informations that we get, there are tools that can make life easier. So my question to all the audience out there is, whatever information we are giving here, I mean, if it could be of use for you, definitely you should connect and go ahead and use a Vastu expert into your homes to ensure that most of your problems can be solved. And yes, it is a science, though it doesn't have a proper structure and form, and it is not having a what you say, a record. Does it have a record as such?
It absolutely has a record now with
Uh-huh.
more than, 50, 60,000 case studies.
Okay.
Okay. The thing is that it is not supported by government as much as it should have been.
Huh.
And I think the current government is taking strong steps so that
Mhm.
all these ancient sciences, the science of mantra, the science of Ayurveda, the science of astrology, Vastu, they are trying to bring to the forefront.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I had a chance of meeting a great astrologer, um, Sparsh consultants, I think they are,
Okay.
and astro science or something like that. They are planning to put it into the curriculum by the Haryana government.
Very nice. Very wonderful.
Sorry, it's called astro counseling.
Okay.
astro counseling, where वो जो घर वगैरह बनाते हैं, what is that called, charts होता है,
हाँ हाँ,
घर
ज्योतिष,
astrology only.
astrology only, yes.
Yeah, so using astrology for counseling. So the Haryana government is actually considering it to be put into the curriculum. So this person is also very politically connected, and I happened to meet him. So he was telling about this. And yes, people are recognizing the benefits of it, which can, मतलब आप बीमार होते हो, आप डॉक्टर के पास कितने सारे पैसे देते हैं, फिर भी आप क्योर नहीं होते हो, and then you go through the mental trauma and the family trauma and everything. So instead of that, if there is a remedy which is related to energy and with basic shifts that we can bring about the changes, why not, is my question. But then you have to be open and ready to receive the kind of science you are talking about. So वो mindset भी होना चाहिए लोगों को.
I think people are open and ready to receive.
Yeah,
Only thing is they don't know about it. There is not enough
correct.
evidence in the market. There is not enough what you call celebrity, following
Who's endorsing
regarding,
it?
हाँ, somebody who is endorsing it.
Yeah.
तो वो नहीं है.
Don't worry, आने वाली हूँ मैं. Once you have done the vastu for my house.
Yes,
Because
definitely.
जब तक मैं experience नहीं करूँ, मैं कोई भी चीज किसी को नहीं देना चाहूंगी.
100%.
I am going to be the what you say, person who can, guinea pig I could say, कि जो एक्सपेरिमेंट करेगा, महसूस करेगा कि भाई नहीं, इससे फायदा होता है, एंड देन आई विल शेयर इट टू द वर्ल्ड. Okay, so it was really an interesting conversation about vastu and such beautiful tips that you have given us, how it can benefit our life. Now if you could, in a very specific way, share with us how we can be fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving with the knowledge of Vastu, it would be a great thing.
Great. So I will start. We are 6 people here on the group,
Correct.
right? And all 6 of us are unique.
Yes.
है ना? So if I give one tip, it will not work for everyone.
True.
है ना? So what I do is I want people to find out who they are. Because we don't know who you are or who I am.
Correct.
We are running pillar to post.
Correct.
In the search. Once we find out who I am, then I can, really be in that role and enjoy life with confidence, with happiness, with, full control. So if I have to give you an analogy, कि एक शेर है और खरगोश है ना?
बराबर.
तो शेर को वो सोचेगा मैं घास खाना शुरू कर दूं, तो इट विल नॉट सूट हिज हेल्थ, बीमार पड़ जाएगा. तो खरगोश कभी नॉनवेज खा ही नहीं सकता, आएगा नहीं. तो सबका एक अपना अपना एप्टीट्यूड है, भगवान ने बना के भेजा है. एंड इफ यू वांट, आई कैन वर्क विथ ऑल ऑफ यू पर्सनली. दैट विल बी माय गिफ्ट टू यू गाइस टू फाइंड आउट आपका वो कोर स्ट्रेंथ क्या है.
Correct.
And once you know that core strength, then you know where to go whenever there is need to get that strength, whenever there is a need to be full of confidence, or 1000 लोगों के बीच में भी हो, you can be comfortable because you know who you are.
Very true. And I think all our Vedas and everything is a pursuit to help you get connected to yourself. And one big question is, who am I?
Yes. And
मैं
that
कौन
is
हूँ?
of course, that is a very big question. And
Yes.
that is our ultimate goal.
Correct.
But in the meanwhile, we can, uh, get this,
Know our core.
so that we can get to that higher goal also sometime.
Correct. So it is so beautiful that if you go to see in life, every person has a role to fulfill. And that is why he or she is given that unique gift.
Yes.
So once we discover that unique gift, what we are doing is we are just being there and utilizing that gift, like how we have merchants, how we have the four, what you say, Varna system,
Hmm.
in which we talk about the different varnas. The varnas were made just because the work has to be done and somebody has to take responsibility for that, and life will go smoothly. So it was a system that was formed for that. Later on, we made it into a class system, but it was actually present for continuing the work in different areas.
Yes.
सो उसी तरीके से हर इंसान का एक कोर गिफ्ट होता है. यू आर बॉर्न विद अ गिफ्ट, एंड इफ यू आर एबल टू रियलाइज दैट गिफ्ट एंड कंट्रीब्यूट विद दैट गिफ्ट, then you actually become a gift to the world.
So that we see in astrology by the sixth house, what you
Ah,
are speaking.
ah,
And in astrology with first house, what I was saying, who you
ah,
are, that we see. And
yeah,
it is so accurate ना. आप देखोगे अगर birth time correct है, so you will find that it actually fits you. Like mine is number 4 in astrology, the first house, which is Kark Rashi, Cancer,
hmm.
and it is a water Rashi. So Cancer people, as it is represented by moon, so they are very caring people.
Same
So what?
sir, moon.
हाँ, so whatever I do, मैं किसी को गुस्सा भी करूंगा तो that person can feel care if I don't have a hidden agenda.
करेक्ट करेक्ट.
है ना, मैं
कोई
गाली
आपसे
भी दूंगा
गुस्सा
तो
हो ही नहीं सकता, मेरे को नहीं लगता कोई आपसे गुस्सा होगा.
मेरी
वो
बीवी से
कुछ लोगों
पूछ
के
लो.
फेस पे होता है ना, कुछ
हाँ.
भी हो जाए, वो गुस्सा भी करे तो भी नहीं, कुछ नहीं, ओके. ऐसा वाला फीलिंग है.
Yes.
So,
Usha had a question, I think
yes, yes, I think Usha
raised
had a
her
question.
hand.
Yes, Usha.
Yes, Usha.
My question was similar to Tanush about physical health issues constantly if it happens. Is there Vastu responsible? And one more thing, in Mumbai we have compact houses, so we can't design that uh, kitchen, bedroom, washroom will come on which side. We minimum we can see the main gate, kitchen, etc., etc. So if we can't make home like that, then there may be remedies so
There
which
are
can
remedies,
solve.
yes. There are many remedies by which we can actually manage 90% of the Vastu doshas. So you can continue your question.
And as Vastu, astrology, Reiki, everything are connected with each other.
Yes. अभी जैसे अपने मेडिकल साइंस में कैसे डॉक्टर अलग अलग हो गए,
Hmm.
तो वैसे there are astrology will deal with certain different aspect of your life. It is dependent on Vastu, but it is independent of Vastu. Vastu is, of course, it is a independent this thing. Reiki is, you can say that it is a blessing from God. You know, that universal energy which can be channeled through your being to heal people. So they all have different purposes. ये क्या बोलते हैं, tarot card है, that also is dependent on the divine energy and that intuition की भगवान क्या देना चाहता है, हम वही देखते हैं उसमें.
Correct.
Then,
न्यूमरोलॉजी
sir,
है, अगेन वो नंबर का साइंस है. बोलिए.
then Vastu is does
वास्तु ऐसा
Vastu
है कि आप
build
गाड़ी लेके
Vastu?
निकले हो अहमदाबाद जाने के लिए, है ना, तो अगर कौन सा रास्ता चुनते हो और वो रास्ता कैसा है, वहाँ पे स्पीड ब्रेकर है, खड्डे हैं, चेक पोस्ट है, डाइवर्जेंस है, तो आपको अहमदाबाद जाने को शायद ज़्यादा समय लगे. पर अगर वो सब सारे डाइवर्जन में निकाल दूँ, हटा दूँ, तो आपकी गाड़ी 100 की स्पीड से भी अगर चलेगी तो आप सही समय से और आराम से अहमदाबाद पहुंच जाओगे. तो वास्तु ये काम करता है कि वो जो रास्ते में जो तकलीफें आ सकती है वो उनको दूर करने की कोशिश करता है.
So, like
क्योंकि
astrology, Vastu also believe in evil eye.
वास्तु, कैन यू रिपीट योर क्वेश्चन?
Like astrology, Vastu also believe in evil eye.
एविल है.
Yeah, means बुरी नजर.
Evil eye,
एविल
evil
है.
eye, बुरी
हाँ,
नजर,
तो बुरी नजर
तेरा
वाला
मुंह
तो मुंह
काला.
काला ही है ना.
No, you are talking about home and structure. So some, nahi, mostly we believe also that.
हम्म.
वो बोलते हैं ना।
नजर लगती है सर,
हाँ
नजर लगती
हाँ
है।
हाँ, तो नजर लगने का एक उपाय है वास्तु में, पर मैं जरूरी नहीं है कि इट्स अ फीलिंग।
या
और मैं नहीं नकारूंगा कि ऐसा नहीं होता, क्योंकि छोटे बच्चे होते हम उसकी नजर उतारते, वो रोता हुआ बच्चा कुछ अचानक से ठीक हो जाता। सो ऑफ कोर्स इट एग्जिस्ट, पर वो क्या है, हमने उसको बुरी नजर का नाम दिया है, पर वो क्या होता, आई डोंट थिंक एनीवन नोस।
नेगेटिव एनर्जी।
आई डोंट सी, नो, नन ऑफ द एनर्जी इज नेगेटिव। हम वास्तव में कैसे करते हैं कि एक एक अपने पास दो तंबूरे हैं, है ना। एक तंबूरा ट्यून किया हुआ है तो वो सही सुर में बज रहा है,
हम्म।
और दूसरा तंबूरा अगर ट्यून में नहीं है ना, तो वो सुर में नहीं बजे, बेसुरा बजेगा। तो या तो हम सुर में है या बेसुर में है ना। पर लोगों को डराने के लिए ऐसे शब्दों का इस्तेमाल होता कि नेगेटिव एनर्जी है, पॉजिटिव एनर्जी है। एंड आप देखोगे तो लोग आके ये गलत है, आई डोंट यूज द वर्ड सही और गलत ऑल्सो, जो है वो है ना, उसमें क्या गलत हो
बराबर।
सकता है, सब सही है।
हाँ।
एंड आई ऑल्सो टेल पीपल, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एवरीवन प्लीज लिसन, कि भगवान ने जो हमको ये लाइफ दी है ना, थिंग्स आर वर्किंग फॉर अस। ऑफ कोर्स सबके लाइफ में चैलेंजेस है, ऑब्स्टेकल्स है, बट स्टिल 750 करोड़ लोगों की जिंदगी चल रही है, और शायद 75,000 करोड़ और भी स्पीसीज है अलग अलग, उनका भी लाइफ चल रहा है, और इतने सालों से चल रहा है ना। तो वास्तु एनर्जी, एस्ट्रोलॉजी एनर्जी, ऑल दिस एनर्जीज आर एक्चुअली देयर टू सपोर्ट अस, दे वांट अस टू मेक हैप्पी। पर
हम्म।
अगर हम कभी बेसुरे हो जाए तो वो उनकी गलती नहीं है, हम बेसुरे
So
हो जाए।
so normally when we talk about वो नजर लगती है, that would be the time when we are in our low phase. So low phase is like not being aligned with your own self. ऐसे बोल सकते हैं।
आई वुड से दैट अगर आपकी फायर एलिमेंट आपके घर में स्ट्रांग नहीं है ना,
हम्म।
अगर आपके गार्ड्स डाउन है तो ही कोई आपके ऊपर अटैक कर सकता
करेक्ट।
है ना। सो इफ योर, देर आर सर्टेन प्रैक्टिसेस विच यू कैन फॉलो, आपके घर में फायर एलिमेंट स्ट्रांग है तो घर में आपके चोरी नहीं होगी, झगड़े नहीं होंगे, ऐसे जो छोटे मोटे इश्यूज आते हैं, एक्सीडेंट होते हैं, वो नहीं होते, तो वो आप सेफ रहोगे।
तो
अगर
फायर
फायर एलिमेंट,
एलिमेंट स्ट्रॉन्ग करने के लिए कोई एक टेक्निक आप बता सकते हो?
बता सकता हूँ, पर जैसे मैंने कहा, जनरली एक एक टेक्निक है कि आपके घर में साउथ ईस्ट जो कोना है, सो व्हेन आई से साउथ ईस्ट, आपके घर के सेंटर में, जनरली अपने घर का जो पैसेज होता है, वहां पे अगर आप खड़े रह के आप अगर कंपास लगाओ, और
हम्म।
आपके घर के साउथ ईस्ट से लेके साउथ तक का जो कोना है, अगर आपको लगे कि वहां पे कट है, छोटा है वो हिस्सा, बाकी हिस्से बड़े हैं, तो वहां पे आप एक लाल बल्ब का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो, और यूजिंग रेड बल्ब इन दैट डायरेक्शन विल स्ट्रेंथन द फायर। एंड आपको 2 दिन में, 3 दिन में आपको फर्क महसूस होगा। यू विल
वाओ।
फील मोर कॉन्फिडेंट, यू विल फील मोर एट ईज। अगर किसी से बहस करने का शॉर्ट टेम्पर है तो टेम्पर भी काम हो जाएगा, तो आपको तुरंत असर वास्तु, विजय आई टेल यू व्हाट वन थिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि वास्तु जब होता है तो उसका इफेक्ट तुरंत महसूस होता है।
ओ,
हम
लवली।
कहने के लिए क्लाइंट को कहते हैं कि 21 दिन तक रहा देखो, और रिजल्ट के लिए आप एटलीस्ट 3 महीना के में आपको सब, मतलब हम लोग ऑब्जर्व नहीं कर पाते क्या चेंजेस आए।
हम्म।
फिर अचानक से कोई बोलता कि अरे आप अब आजकल गुस्सा नहीं करते हो, देन दैट पर्सन रियलाइजेस कि अच्छा, लाइक यस्टरडे वन ऑफ माय क्लाइंट, उसके घर पे वास्तु किया तो उसके फैक्ट्री में जब वो गए तो लोग बोलने लगे कि अरे क्या हो गया आपको, पूछा क्यों, तो बोले पहले आप हर चीज, हर इंस्ट्रक्शन को 3 बार रिपीट करते थे। ही वॉज नॉट अवेयर कि ही वॉज डूइंग दैट।
ओ, एंड देन ही स्टॉप्ड।
देन ही स्टॉप।
अमेजिंग।
तो वो कैसा होता कि इट इज आवर नीड दैट वी फील वो नहीं समझ पा रहा या नहीं सुन पा रहा, तो हम एक ही बात 3 3 बार कहते हैं, उसको 4 बार पूछते हैं, समझा क्या, समझा क्या, क्या समझा।
राइट।
बट वंस यू आर एस्टेब्लिश, देन यू नो दैट व्हाट यू सेड हैज रीच्ड हिम एंड ही विल डू इट। और नहीं भी हुआ, थोड़ा आगे पीछे हुआ तो कर लेंगे उसको, देन यू कैन रिलैक्स।
It's awesome. It's fantastic. And कितने सरल भाषा में आपने बहुत कुछ हम लोगों को बताया, इतना बड़ा ज्ञान दिया है. So I'm sure this has been a very valuable session for all of you audience. And there is two people in the audience, Vidhi and Gayatri. We have almost reached towards the end of the session. तो अगर आपको कुछ पूछना है तो यही मौका है. And please, you can ask your question now if you want to. Otherwise, we'll go forward towards closing of this session. Anything to say, Gayatri?
No, ma'am, everything he said like really registered and I understood everything. Like it was very valuable, whatever he said. I didn't know what Vastu was, but after listening to him, it, gave me information about what it is. And now I'm interested to know more about
Blue
it
curtain,
outside.
blue curtain, पीछे
Yeah,
blue curtain.
exactly. When he said blue curtain, I was like, shit, I have a blue curtain. Yeah.
अभी अपने को डायरेक्शन फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा.
Exactly.
गायत्री,
मुझे नहीं पता कौन सा डायरेक्शन मुझे देखना पड़ेगा. But
आपने नोट करके रखा है ना?
yeah, exactly. नोट कर रही थी. And
अच्छा,
yeah.
very nice, very nice.
Thank you, sir. It was very insightful, whatever you said. Yeah.
When you
Thank you,
speak, you have a great clarity. You speak with great clarity.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, sir.
When you speak with great clarity, for me, that is an indication that fire zone in your house are good. They are strong,
Okay.
Yes.
and it is in balanced state.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
है ना? तो आपको कॉन्फिडेंस का प्रॉब्लम नहीं है मेरे हिसाब से.
देखो,
Thank
मेरे ऑफिस में आके रेकी हो गया, वास्तु हो गया उसका.
Exactly. 2 classes में. Okay.
Thank you, Gayatri. Yes, Tanush has a question. He's our most curious student, and we enjoyed listening to his beautiful questions. Yes, Tanush.
This might be a bit of a common question, but how would you say like Vastu can help in improving your uh, brain strength, or like how do I say this, like
Concentration
logic concentration, you can say. Yes.
and
Yes.
improved memory, right?
Yes.
Sir definitely has a case study, which he will definitely share with you. But before that, sir, you can answer the question that he asked.
Definitely. So northeast is the direction for clarity of thoughts and mind. ठीक है, तो आपके घर में अगर नॉर्थ ईस्ट में अगर आपके घर में मंदिर है और उसमें लाल कपड़ा रखा है तो यू कैन रिमूव दैट रेड क्लॉथ फ्रॉम दैट डायरेक्शन. अगर वहाँ पे स्टोरेज है और हटा नहीं सकते तो स्टोरेज को इम्पेकेबल बना दीजिए, या थोड़ा जहाँ पे अननेसेसरी अनवांटेड चीजें अगर नॉर्थ ईस्ट में रखी है, just if you manage the northeast direction you will get clarity in your life. And that is the first vastu step I like to do in everyone's house, because people don't know what they want from life. So their vision is clouded. They don't know, and they don't know what they want. तो कहाँ जाना वही पता नहीं है. So we are standing on a ticket window and we don't know which station ticket we want to buy. Just think about that. And northeast can bring you that clarity. और नॉर्थ ईस्ट के सामने, एग्जैक्ट सामने जो साउथ वेस्ट कॉर्नर है, अप टू वेस्ट, दैट इज द जोन ऑफ स्टडी, दैट इज द जोन ऑफ स्किल. अगर आप वहां बैठ के पढ़ोगे या वहां पे अपनी किताबें भी रख दोगे पढ़ाई की, इट विल हेल्प यू इन स्टडी फोकस, इट विल हेल्प यू इन बेटर ग्रास्पिंग ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट, एंड इट विल हेल्प यू विथ बेटर मार्क्स. मेमोरी भी इंप्रूव होगी वहां पर.
So, I think Tanush, your question has been answered.
Yes.
ये वीडियो तो अवेलेबल होगा ना ऑनलाइन भी?
डेफिनेटली ऑनलाइन होगा. एंड आई नीड अ हेल्प फ्रॉम विधि. विधि यूट्यूब पे जाके जहाँ पे ये वीडियो चालू हो रहा है, प्लीज सर का नंबर वहां पे डाल दीजिए. सर, आपका कोई वेबसाइट है क्या?
अभी तक नहीं है. आई एम इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग वन.
ओके, ओके. सो एक सेकेंड. विधि, मैंने नंबर ऑलरेडी आपको भेज दिया है. यू कैन जस्ट राइट राजेश अवस्थी विथ हिज स्पेलिंग करेक्टली and write the number 9870022346. I repeat, 9870022346. So
You got
Rajesh ji,
frozen. Huh.
yeah, anything else?
My connection dropped, I think, for a moment.
Yeah, okay. So this is Rajesh ji, and definitely I'll be putting it in the group for all the students here. You can take it from the group as well. And it was indeed a great conversation that we had with you, and so much of insights and so much of learning that I'm sure it has added value to all the audiences who are watching it and who will be watching it later on. So stay tuned for more. Our sincere best wishes to Rajesh Awasthi on his journey of inspiring people and helping them to get remedies to lead a better life. So, this is Biji Tushar signing off for now. And a huge round of applause. Everybody can be on the screen and give him a huge round of applause for the wonderful learnings that we have had. You can actually unmute yourself and thank him for the beautiful way in which he conducted this and gave us so much of information. Definitely, I will definitely be requiring your services, that's for sure. And I will recommend you to one and all after I've experienced it. So, thank you so much. Stay blessed. Have a good night. And thank you for being with us so late in the night. So, next Wednesday, we meet you at 8:30 p.m. right here on Vijay Tushar's channel, bringing you loads of wisdom to help you lead a full life. And once again, I repeat, a full life means a fearless, unstoppable, limitless, and loving life. God bless you all, and I win when you win. Thank you so much.
A life that has you in it. That is a full
Yes,
life.
yes, thank you.
Then thank you for having me, Beji. Thank you
Welcome.
all for
Thank you.
listening to me.
Thank you,
And
sir.
if you can send me your date of birth, all six of you, five of you, and
Yes,
you have a question, I will definitely work on that and help you for being with me today and listening to me patiently. And that's it from my side. Thank you so much. Thank you, Biji.
thank you for your generosity.
Thank
We
you.
Thank
definitely
you.
Thank
will be
you.
sending
Thank you,
our
sir.
date of birth and time, right?
Of course, time.